advise you. Because you may be, in life, you may be wise beyond your years of 10 years old. You know? But don't feel like, oh, I can't talk. In church, you may be able to lead a service better than a 50-year-old person. You know what you do? You wait till it's time, and you'll know when it's time. Sometimes you want to do something and it's not time for it yet in life, right? You want to drive right now, but you can't drive yet because there's a law. You know what I mean? You think you want to do it. Maybe you can't get from here to there, but after like the next steps, you're going to get into an accident because you're not ready. But you want to do it. That's different. As opposed to you feel like you want to paint and you want to do something. No one can stop you for that. So paint what you can paint until you get better at it. They might say, oh, you're not doing it right. You can't do it. That's their business. You know you want to paint, so you paint. So there's a difference. Something you want to do that you obviously cannot do, you wait till it and you just keep praying about it and wait for it to happen. And if somebody's telling you not, you can't get a license yet because you're still young. Except if they know more than you. Now, there's a difference between my character is who I am, and I'm going to do something because that's my character, as opposed to I want to do something and I'm not ready for it and I don't know because I'm not experienced. Hmm? Now, if you're experienced and you're doing it the way you want and they don't want you to do it, that's a different story. Where are you and who are these people? If you're doing it right, and if you're doing it good, and if they don't want you to do it, then you have to wonder, am I in the right place? Right? Ouais, ça nous saute là, que nous aimons pour former là, you may commencer à faire là. Right? That's awesome. Let's see. You okay? Okay, Mama, no crying, okay? Mommy's talking. Give her something to drink or in her ear. Oh, she can. Yeah, I can put it in. Dom, can you bring that for me? You might as well come and say hi to everybody. You could have shared stuff. Shirt there, some. Like, look at that. Say hi to them. Look on the last, keep on shut there, keep on adore. Oh, both of them. What they see at home, right? That's what they do. Now I'm opening this for your sister, and then afterward you'll use it, right? You said yes in front of everybody. Your sister will start it first, and then you'll take it. See, Papa, Mama, sorry, Emma. You can give them your phone. They can have a phone. But you can't put the volume up high, okay? Okay. Anybody want a bathroom break? We're good? We can start. You just went? Anybody want to drink something? We're good? Because I have not eaten yet. Do you have anything? No. I don't want to eat. Do you have something that I can drink? What do you have out there?
We have coffee.
No, I don't drink coffee. No. Is it on? No. Do you have apple juice?
Yeah.
No, I don't want you to leave. I have my water.
There's another juice. It's not orange juice. It's like a chocolate color.
Oh, that's even stronger. It's more thick.
Oh, for your vote.
No, not even that. It'll give me heartburn.
Oh, okay. You sure? There's a store right there.
I'll let you know. I'll give you a sign. When it's time. If it's like a smoothie, thick something like that, that's almost like a meal. That'd be great.
Okay.
By the way, thank you for your hospitality. I have visited so many churches. I have been in so many hotels and so many places and stuff. And sometimes it's not how big the thing is, it's just the warmth. So I appreciate that. You weren't even here, and that guy was like, "Oh yes," and he made it such a big deal. And he asked, "Why didn't you do the conference in his hotel?" I don't know. And in my mind, you know what I was thinking? Watch you do something like that in Philly, in Pennsylvania, and you invite a lot of churches, and I would be more than happy to do it and make people pay for registration, and you can do it in a hotel.
We will. Great idea. Great idea.
Okay. You have me. Let him?
Amen.
À la minute que bon Dieu donne permission pour venir en côté, ça va faire qu'on foi et là. That's not a real relationship, right? So qui veut dire que si vous venez with respect to your church and I respect whatever you're doing here and I'm humbled by the invitation, now you can call me and you can continue. So now if you want to do something bigger, I am yours to do it. Okay? Hmm?
Are you known in Philly?
Yeah. In fact, tomorrow, I didn't put it on my Facebook,
I
but
saw that, I tagged you on it.
you tagged me,
Yeah.
so some people know that I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't know
you
if they're
there.
coming. Whatever.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
something tomorrow
United
night,
Kingdom?
but tomorrow morning, I don't know. Yeah, I've done a lot in different churches up here. Yeah. Okay. Let's get in, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. And John Dion, nous allons poser une question. And maybe some things nous déjà dit, and I'll run through them. Déjà dit, okay? I'll get into my and there's certain verses. Let me give you these verses, but I'm not with you. Man, that's not PowerPoint, but I'm not with you. That's a verse I just always look at and and by the way, Emma, if you want to interject anytime, you're more than welcome. We were just, the minute I started talking about your role, you were out there. I was like, wrong timing. Anyway, so you can interject, okay? Romans 12, verset 1 à 2. Romans 12, 1 and 2. I live by that one. Romains 12, verset 1 à 2. Women en anglais, Romans 12, verse 1 and 2. Sometimes, référence dans le Bible anglais, il va exactement lire en français. So be capable off by 1 or 2. One verse, Romans 12, verse 1 and 2. So verse says, who knows it? To offer yourself as a living sacrifice, acceptable. Okay? Verset ça, il est important parce que you cannot be a worshiper if you don't live a life of worship. Il est impossible. C'est un bagage que vous vivez, étant que chrétien, one. Tout le monde va se créer sous la terre, il crée pour vous adorer. You know that? Que vous acceptez, que vous pas acceptez, il crée tout le monde net sous la terre pour vous adorer. Maintenant, est-ce que vous acceptez? Est-ce que comme sur le personnel, ou vous pouvez commencer actively worship, et puis vous commencez à ramener les âmes, right? C'est ça que fait, faut que nous partagions la parole, parce que plein adorateurs dehors, et they're not fulfilling their purpose. Ouais, mais et l'homme, and when I say l'homme, man, God created man, I'm talking not just the man, but women and men, you know that, right? Bon Dieu crée l'homme à l'image de lui, but it's for worship. That's it. I don't think anybody's going to be preaching in heaven. Why are you going to preach for? We're here. Why are you going to teach for? We're here. The teaching and the preaching is pour aider à quitter le péché. Ou bien pour aider à vivre bien. Pour aider à comment servir bon Dieu. Mais là, non, là, c'est... What are we preaching? But you know what there will be? Worship. And I'm going to give you this one because it's already there. Apocalypse 4, verset 8 à 11. Revelations 4, verse 8 to 11 is the picture I keep in my mind always.
Revelation 4?
Yeah, Revelations 4, 8 to 11. This is not in your PowerPoint. These are mine. Apocalypse 4, verset 8 à 11. It shows you a picture of what's going on in heaven. The angels, Evangelical, all these people. I'm coming to you. I got you. Let me finish the thought. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. This is what they're doing. This is what we're going to be doing. Nobody can give us the all we're going to be doing is worshiping. So can you see what you're doing now is currently being done 24/7. So clearly, but I have that in my mind all the time, that I am doing what I'm made to do, and I'm doing what I'm going to be doing for the rest of eternity. Isn't that beautiful? That's how I live by. I live by them as a worshiper. I look at them. So these are just verses just to put down. There's another one. My favorite, John 4, 21 to 20, 21 to 24. Jean 4, verset 21 à 24. John 4, 21 to 24. Et verset ça va les capter, c'est les Jean 4, verset 21 à 24. Jean chapitre 4, verset 21 à 24. Conversation de avec femme là, sous montagne, qui dit non, 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 c'est pas là pour adorer. Non, 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 c'est là pour adorer. Non, parce que tu es en montagne. Who has their Bible here? Oh, my Bible. That's my Bible. Let me get my Bible. Let me get my Bible. You got your English Bible? Whose? Greg. Toussaint? Really? I don't know her. I've seen her, but you hardly see her. It goes by her 2 seconds and it goes, really? It's like, she's in the cut. Oh, very cut. You guys, open it up for me. You guys see it? John chapter 4? Oh, go ahead, girl. Hold on. I'm going to be reading it for us. Marsha, right?
Are you reading in English or French?
Not what's going to say out there. I'm going English now. She already started, right? I can't do that. I tell you, you better have it on her. I saw that the minute I walked in. Go ahead, baby.
Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh, when ye shall neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
That's awesome. You want to say that again? Thank you so much. You're such a... How old are you? You would like to read the French? Go ahead. En français? 21 à 24.
Femme lui dit, Jésus, crois-moi, l'heure vient où ce ne sera ni sur cette montagne, ni à Jérusalem que vous adorez le Père. Vous adorez ce que vous ne connaissez pas. Nous adorons ce que nous connaissons, car le salut vient des Juifs. Mais l'heure vient et elle est déjà venue, où les vrais adorateurs adorent le Père et en esprit et en vérité, car ceux sont là des adorateurs que le Père demande. Dieu est esprit et il faut qu'il adore en esprit et en vérité.
Very nice. That's what y'all got going on here? Right? Okay. Okay. All right. See, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. Quantos anos é verset ça? Et ça vient. So, Samaritain sous montagne là et puis dit Jésus. D'accord? Qu'est-ce que ça fait? Il dit Jésus. No, worshiping. Because the Jews, they worship parce que t'es un côté pour adorer. Pas adorer n'importe côté. So, si nous connaissons the old days, obviously, there's the holies of holies, and not everybody can go. Et pas tout le monde vient le lieu très saint, le lieu saint, le lieu très saint, sacrificateur seulement qui vient droit entrer. Pour moi, des pardons péchés, nous, une fois par an. Une fois par an. Ceci, même dans la pensée, on obligé de ton corps soulever avec ton corps, parce que sinon, tu n'es pas joué en dedans, pas de monde qui a entré, c'est pour le râler la porte. Right? So not everyone was able. You see how you have access now? You sin and you in the church and you pray. You ain't dropping dead. Back then, you couldn't even step into the church, and even if you were able to step as a high priest into the church, you couldn't go into the holies of holies because you would die. And so they had rules and laws and this, and even still today, the Jewish people, the people of God, they are the people of God. Whether or not we want to hear it, they do some weird stuff, but we cannot say anything about that. Once you ever say anything about it, il a fait mais après, il conduit mal, il est tout là, il fait tout à fait. But she's like, no, Bahado everywhere. You have to worship over there. And Jesus going, no, that's what you know, but you don't know the truth. There will come a time où tu vas adorer le vrai adorateur, adorer un esprit vérité, pas de mon côté. Pourquoi ça moi là? Pas de faire baptiste, pentecôtiste, it's enough that you worship in spirit and in truth. Adorer en esprit et en vérité. Qui permet, look at
Would you mind?
you got me like, oh, I'm gonna stay here. I'll take it.
You want it?
No problem.
All right.
And I might just.
Yeah, some people are watching live and I mean, well, just our worship team.
Oh, you just got it.
So
I'm sure mine would want to watch live too.
You want us to send the link?
A couple of people were
yeah,
saying they were.
people send the link. Yeah, you have the link, right?
I don't have to.
If you put it on my Facebook, you might get a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the link on your
Okay.
Facebook.
And I might,
Yeah, you
I might
can
put a
send
plug and say I'm here tomorrow.
It's on the worship team.
On the worship team?
Say that. I don't worry.
Hi, sweetheart. They love me.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, I mean, y'all, sounds good. Where's the tear? Because I'm a firm believer, I can come here with a Pentecostal background.
Sure, can you put it on the other side?
On the other side.
Yeah, because there's that over there.
Okay. But what's this? Rouge? You gonna know this out? I feel like we've met somewhere though.
Me?
I don't know why that is. You feel
Probably
familiar.
Philly.
You feel familiar to me.
Or maybe my sisters.
Yeah?
My sisters in Philly.
Who are they?
Sheila, Vanessa, Estelle, Alvin.
What church is that?
Well, they attended Brotherly Church of Christ in Philly, Pastor Matthew.
What's up? But you don't look, you look familiar to me. Okay. And I'm a firm believer in, look at me here, I'm at a Baptist church and I'm doing a worship conference, right? Parce que mon le cap livrer les vrais adorateurs. Qui pas dans mitis, ni pour mani, si tambourin, pas tambourin, ou te descend, guitare, pas gagner, silencieusement, adoration dans chant d'espérance, adoration dans ticket, whatever it is. Les crises vini, et ça va pas comprendre la crise vini. Christ is here now. Qui veut dire que nous pas dans adorer sous montagne ça seulement. I'm here. Là, on va venir where everybody can worship me. You don't need the sacrifice to worship me. You can worship me at home. You can worship me in the car. You can worship me at work. What travail à passer où you're worshiping me? Ça va pas donner? Because you know why? It's not a place, but worship becomes here. Christ comes in you. So, pour l'esprit en vérité, c'est un nom pour demeurer. Why is that my favorite verse? Because I don't have to be in a particular place to worship. So, see, I can go to an event, to a Baptist church, I can go to a Lutheran church, I can go to a Pentecostal, I can go to a Presbyterian church. I used to work for Naya College. You want to go to Naya College? No? Anyway, so Naya College, and we have a Naya College student here. You know Naya College. I worked for almost 8 years as in the admissions office for the grad school. And we rencontré toutes sortes de dénominations qu'on est. Même ça que les non-denominational, because now non-denominational is a denomination. You realize that?
That's true.
So I don't want to do, I'm Baptist. No, I'm Lutheran. I'm non-denominational. Well, so now you're a denomination that's non-denominational? But women, verset ça parce que Christ was all things to all people. De la avec juif, il va y avoir ça. La Samaritaine, vous tout juif aller, vous tout disciple aller, vous allez à la Samaritaine. C'est ça, ils all things to all people. De la avec moi qui savait, dans la synagogue, oh my God, il va y avoir tout. Voilà? So that's important. Those are verses I live by. One, my life, Romans. Yeah? 2, I think in Apocalypse, what it's going to be in heaven, so I'm practicing for it here. And 3, I'm thinking about, it's not about denomination, it's not about anywhere, it's not about if I do it here and there, do it everywhere, it's my life. It's a lifestyle. Those are my 3 favorite verses with worship. Yeah? So let's go to the next slide. Let's go. Do you have an extra one of these?
Yes.
Because this is something different. Okay, thank you. Guidelines for a worship team and ministry. You are a team. Look at it. You are a team. In my church, even in my young adults and my youth and my team, and Emma, she's here, so I can't say anything. I can't be lying over here. Right? She's right here. In my church, I tell them that I want to do life with them. So c'est pas pour venir adorer seulement, puis faire bailler l'église qui est intéressée. Si là, vous avez I want to know about it. I call them. I talk to them. I encourage them to get to know each other. I encourage them to do life together. Voilà? Même avant répétition. Nous allons faire répétition à tous les services. Nous allons répéter, non? Allez, crier à terre, prier sur l'autre, alléluia, saint. Because I did. I want to do life with you, right? So I'm getting phone calls out of the church. There's no accountability, there's nothing. Mais nous pas qu'à foutre civiliser unit pour bon Dieu descendre. C'est pas qu'on est là. We're a team. You become a family. Is it gonna keep going in and out?
Yeah, if you put it in the back.
In the back?
Yeah, and then.
I have it on backwards?
No, you don't. But it's just, this has to be in the back and then it has to be outside of your, yeah. Because of the antenna.
Oh, so I have to put it this way, back here.
In the back, yeah.
Oh, and for the
Yeah, and then lift it like, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you. Ben, j'ai bien fait mon l'avion. Yeah. Mettez-moi deux people, someone. Okay. Y'all get that? Someone, other people? Right over here.
Just take your blood from some.
Take your blood. I'm telling you, we know each other. Cruz, you take a rest? You guys have seen that guy? Anyway. I definitely am on live with that. That's what I'm saying. My character, I can't be anybody else. This is who I am, right? Where was I? Family. Qui veut dire que it's a team. It's a family. You have to be able to communicate. Nous pas venir là seulement, ou pas contre ça m'a pendulé, et puis quand I'm supposed to just show up and I'm chanter. It doesn't work that way. You got it? So that's why you have to be a worship team. It's a family. It's a ministry. So ministry is, you have just, particularly important, just like if not, sometimes PM, it's pas plus important que la parole, mais si ou pas préparer terrain, if you don't have good environment before the word, parole la pas on good ground. Voilà? Okay. So the first one, qu'est-ce qu'elle pour moi? Participants must what? Jesus Christ, that is what? And through what? Bible reading and church fellowship. What's our fella? So you don't know your word and you don't have to be savvy or silly there, but you gotta know the word. Parce que ou pas qu'à adorer au monde ou pas connaître. Pas qu'à avoir une relation comme on pas connaître. Il pas relation. You hear me? So how are we going to stand here and lead people to someone we don't know? It's like someone you stop in the street and say, I need to get to Walmart, it's in Levittown. Can you take me? Sure, I'll take you. You gonna get lost, they gonna get lost. You can't take them because you don't know where it is. So y'all gonna be out here, you don't know where it is. But if you know where it is, I'll take you, I'll get you there, I'm there. Yes. We did what we had to do, we accomplished it. So you can't lead worship when worship is about someone you don't know. How do you get to know him? Obligé dans la prière. Obligé dans la parole. Yes? Et pour qu'on ait des fois prière à la caille ou pas faire, si vous êtes Simone, ou qu'à faire, lui, mais pas même genre. True or false? There's something to do at home. Or there's some gadget at home. You know, sometimes it's not easy. We got to prière à la caille, man. Listen, you think Jesus needed 12 disciples?
It's not even.
Por que essa gente que desenha dos
Sometimes
discípulos?
you find it's in the shower.
Hold on. I have a question. Write it. Write. Anytime you guys have a question, write it down. She forgot. You should have reminded me, my French girl. Jésus n'a besoin de tous disciples pour faire ça, besoin de faire. D'ailleurs, il l'a fait, il a besoin de vous. Il juste fait pour lui. So why did he need that? Because one just someone that's relational. Christ called us to have a relationship with him, but we have to have a relationship. See that cross? It's so symbolic. Vertical with God, horizontal with others, right? So you have to be here. So my father always said, c'est des fois, à des ça m'a changé la vie. Même si on va apprendre tout, il faut apprendre une. Yes? Qui service qui gagne ici là? Gagne-tu? Gagne qui sont encore prière, pas nécessairement prière. Gagne jeune.
We have a prayer line.
You have a prayer line. There's no excuse, right?
Every night, prayer line every night.
Except for Saturday.
There is no excuse. But you can't just come here dimanche matin et vous n'en prêtez dimanche chanter et vous pas faire rien dans semaine. Yes? I don't know what you do. I'm not going to ask who comes to that. I'm not here to judge nobody. But what I am saying is important. It's important. These are the guidelines. It's important for you to fellowship in your church, come to Bible studies. Ça pas des plans tout non, mais pas une, right? Pour bagay qui pour parce que dimanche matin il pas enough. Il pas enough. What's the second one? Participants must
Be committed, attendees,
and givers that are including pas seulement when you're on the line. So how do you guys do it? Combien moun côté nous compte camper? Nous camper là? Who are you guys facing? Up there.
We're in the monitor facing you.
So but that's for you guys.
Yeah.
So why are you guys facing this way?
No.
Facing forward.
Oh, okay, these are just there just like that.
Yeah.
How do you worship like this? Hallelujah. Do your own thing. We're going to do ours here. Okay. I really did think that you guys stood there. I'm like, okay. So combien nous qu'on gagne dans ligne at a service? Nous quatre ou bien nous combien? That's fine, 4 or 5. We got there. So that's good. Mais gagne quelques dimanches ou pas on the line. Mais ça va dire, là on the line, combien de temps? So even if you're not doing worship, you're here, right? Something we don't like just because you're not doing worship.
Me, I'm usually up front because I can't stand in the back.
Yeah. So l'important que vous active même on the line, right? Do you have a schedule? You have a schedule. Who does the schedule? Okay, he does the schedule. We talked a little bit about that. Emma does the schedule at the end of the month. And she's gonna call you to make sure you know. Like the person who's supposed to do it tomorrow, she called her, she saw her, she's gonna call her again tomorrow morning. She doesn't need it, but sometimes she does. Or they do. Pas mon section pour te maman capacité de 2-3 mots. Not easy. Okay. But you have to be attending service. You have to have a regular, your one kina leadership li met se praise team, li met se musicien, li met n'importe sa lien, faut by participation regularly. Parce que, comme étant que leader, moun kap veolan, li pa ka just parler, you're not a superstar. This isn't like a superstar, I'm just gonna come when I gotta perform. There's no performing. You don't perform, you minister, right? Yes, there's no performance. You're ministering to Christ, but you have to be here at least often, okay? What's the next one? You have a paper in your hand too. Participants must demonstrate what? As either a singer, musician, audio, media technician. So, quand on dit question, nous mettons ni moun kap chante yo, ni moun kap jouer musique yo, ni moun kap fait slides, ni moun ki nan micro. That whole audio can be sous son l'église qui gagne audio, gen moun kap record, gen moun kap bagay, audio en média kap potli. Right? Mais sous pas nan record nous te descend. We have someone that she's a part of the praise and worship team. She's on the chat, but she doesn't sing, but she does the slides. It's just see, she now gives a deadline. You have to send her everything by Friday at 6 o'clock. Pour le cas get metel, pour get fait tout bagage. So she's a part of so tout le monde sa yo compris le praise team, the music department and all that. Okay, praise and worship. Mais il faut qu'on ait un monde qui a chanté. So, moi, comprends que tout le monde qui est là, il va chanter. I'm going to find out because another part of it is your vocal. I'm busy with the keyboard now. Okay? No, I'm serious. We're really doing that. Did he say that? We're really doing that. Okay. Et faut qu'on joue. So, c'est guidelines. Okay? What's the next one? Singers and musicians, qui ça? And expressive, I'm gonna find that out. Ou pas qu'à sing if you shy. It just doesn't work. You can't be a praise team and you're shy because you're who the people see. Like, c'est où yo ouais. Mon n'a vin l'église si je vais chanter comme ça. What's that gonna do? But you will be here, Ula, because see, Yes. We're gonna get to a place where I'm gonna share it. You don't force them to do it. Sometimes I'm working on it. It says, when I lead worship, I'm not focused on the people. I'm focused on God. So while I'm focused on God, now the people can see how much I'm just with the Lord, and so now they're going to want to come focus on God too, right? Parce que I'm jumping ahead of myself, but that's fine. Get in there, sous focus, soit assemblea, wap chita, wap koui, wap travailler, wap quitter l'église, wap quitter service là. Okay. So get it left. When they don't answer me, do I press something? I'm right here. Right here. So sometimes I turn around to the back of my church and I'm like, are y'all listening to me? And then they're like, okay, yeah, I answered. You know, so I didn't even see that. That was perfect.
I know you have people watching so far.
Okay. No pressure. Huh? You what?
Say hello to them.
High five people that are watching or that is watching me. Welcome. Welcome. I hope that this is going to be very helpful to you. So yes, if somebody had a thing, I could put my Facebook up and people can watch it there too.
I can share it
On my page. So if they're able to watch it. So seek folk woman ki comfortable in who you are, standing there to do praise and worship. What? Gotta be two other things. Okay, here's the next one. Participants must maintain what? A faithful attendance record. Hola.
Amen.
Dale, sou pa vini, come to Sunday school. Ça veut dire que qui ne va être là? It's okay. Listen, this is why this is a close because people. So I mean, but okay.
So, you have to take baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
We got to 10:45.
Is the latest to be here in order to sing.
We've been struggling.
But they're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there too. Emma is always here before I want to say every praise team member, period. And as a leader, it makes sense. She is here for Sunday school and she also teaches the kids, so she is definitely here before everybody. When they teach Sunday school, I live 45 minutes away from the church. So when they can't send it to l'église by choice. There was a time where I wanted to be closer, but because I put church after my family, if living dans famille que c'est l'église qui est toujours avant tout, moi si à ce que les mariés pas near the church. So that I can physically detach. Anyway, that's another story for us. But my travail nights too, so I can't make it early to Sunday school anymore. But there was a time where I'm at Sunday school and I'm there before service. So now I actually come to church when service is already going on. Not by choice again, but that is what it is. Man, Emma is there, and the deal is, service commence à 11h15. They have to be there the latest 11. I hate it, but they're encouraged to be there for Sunday school. So just because we do the latest, quand on s'arrête pour chaque dimanche pour arriver, je vais faire des avant 11. Non, ça veut dire. Encore on time. Mais il faut qu'on l'a avant. Il faut qu'on participe parce que there's something about being in Sunday school qui aide à l'adoration.
Amen.
Believe it or not. What was the difference dans faire le goût? Puis là, il faut dire dimanche, chita dans l'enseignement et puis entrer dans le service là pour voir quelle différence qu'il y a entre tout chaud, tout bouquet. Et puis pour et puis pour monter. Ok, pas même prier même. Yes. And in our church, we pray. And sometimes when there's so much going on, it's not, but we pray together. But we've always prayed together, even if it's 2 or 3 people. And gay pop côté nous strict, pas là, le pop chanter. And then it's like, so it's such a, you know what it is. Okay. Mais faut là. Ceci même qu'on pas chanter jeudi dimanche ça pas empêcher pour prier à tout le monde. Parce que c'est pas un petit Noël. Guess what? Pendant 6 mois, les femmes, il n'y a pas d'eau, il n'y a pas d'air, you should be praying for them. Because just because you're not up there doesn't mean what time will you mess up. So even if you're not up there, you got to, while they're worshiping, you're praying for them. By the way, just because vous pas dans schedule pour chanter le dimanche matin, ça veut dire vous pas dans répétition. Ouch. Oh, okay. For the répétition, right? Because it chante tout encore dans l'autre service. You might as well rehearse. Singers and musicians must be committed to practicing an hour or more per week on their Sunday songs at home. One of our biggest pet peeves, and I told her that one of our struggles now is reading for rehearsal, but we was always having rehearsals every week. People bagay say lo, pas kon chan bi, pendant chita an van, yo chanter chan next, ou ken mon téléphone nan nou ap tan de musique la. Does that make sense? Ou bien musicien, pas gen chanson, et puis c'est en van musique là, ou on compte back, nous avons just before, what's the chord again? That's not right. Ou konon pas kon chan. So obligé à répéter l'enfant. Pendant la caille, vous êtes en répétition, okay? And even if rehearsal was on Saturday, you don't know the song. You have to know the song. Another pet peeve of mine. I hate holding the on his balance. So they do it. I hate holding a phone. Everybody's like this with their phone. You don't have that problem because you have this, right? Mais ou même have this one mamote. Parce qu'on pas qu'on chante. When it works, what maman t'es quand même. Sauter doit pas prendre. Sauter répétition pas assez. You have to do it on your own too. Okay? Commitment to a godly lifestyle. Moi, ça s'est passé dans ça. Je vais passer sur les biens vite. Worship team members are expected to live a lifestyle that is above reproach, avoiding even the appearance of evil. And Timothée 3. So let me get chance na lili. Being a minister, especially one who is up front. That's the other slide, but you guys have this. That's okay. I mean, they all have this too. So. Except if someone's watching.
Right.
They might wanna. Let me see where I need to. Therefore, it is imperative that we consider the way we treat each other and carefully guard our hearts from impurities and pride. Ce qui veut dire que c'est pour vivre une vie. Puis mauvais bagay, l'on dans la rue ou on l'autre monde et puis gon monde qui ba comme ça de disposer pour visiter l'église là. Oh, moun sa dans Christine là. She's leading worship? You gotta be kidding me. Et puis depuis moun nan paraît ou pas à l'aise. Ou gêné, va on comment vous camper devant. So your lifestyle is not just here. You have to be who you are everywhere. You can't. Who you fooling, right? Who you fooling? You're only fooling yourself. Parce que bon Dieu connaît, right? Et ce sont l'église qui besoin mon entrée venir. You know, n'importe mon cas de là, et n'importe mon cas on a tout, or at work or something, or in school. You can't have two lives. You know, to be a Christian you can't have two lives. But now you're doing ministry. You can't have two lives. Can you imagine? Raise, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. But outside of here, you are completely someone different. So your lifestyle has to be conducive to what you're doing here. You hear that? You guys know that, right? Tell them about that. You guys already know. It is God's desire and our desire and your desire to see your worship team members living a victorious Christian life. I'm sure Lucian's desire, Lucy, Patrick's desire, their desire is to see you guys flourishing. Somebody, it hurts me so much when one of my worship people is going through something. We actually have that going on right now in our worship team. One of our worship leaders is going through something. It hurts us because especially lorsqu'on famille, là yon nan nou pa bagay comme si li pa aide nou, right? And then ou toujours soif moun nan tourner, ou pa kon kote moun nan camper, like it's ou comment ça va dire là? So c'est désir moun surtout kablik là pour wè nou tout healthy, holistically. Et toujours tout le monde ça, pas care seulement que là pour chanter pour bagay, you care what's going on with your life. You could sit down and do nothing in the church. Actually, remember I told Emma that. You could do absolutely nothing in the church. I could care less about what you do in the church. I care about what's going on with you. Right? Ou là, ou bleeding et puis vous venez service. You're bleeding because especially worshipers, we fake it real well. En 20 pas avec l'église là, c'est quoi ça nous y est? La peut-être, et puis quand pas avec l'église là. Hallelujah. You're not being true to yourself. And as leaders, you have to put it on pause. Comprenez? Hein? Capable pendant une adoration, connecter si tellement avec mon Dieu qu'on va pleurer ou pas capable adorer. Non pas qu'à venir avec tout battant clan problème ou pour adorer comme ça. Pas besoin qu'on balaye comme ça. Mais capable de vivre un moment non adoration, on senti bagarre la trop. Ceci là et moun ça aller somebody else qui était déjà dans la répétition qui passe au nez, come up, take over, puis bye moun ça moment là avec Dieu. Because at the end of the day, what you experience with God is more important than you leading the church. Yeah? À la limite que adoration ou bien leading worship commence comme si feel like on travaille pour vous, mandez pour chita. Ou forme là parce que faut adorer. Non, faut là parce que on veut fellowship, on veut joindre Jésus, on veut bien rencontrer avec bon Dieu. C'est peut-être ça faut là. Right? Okay. So here's other issues that you guys don't have to deal with. But if you do, Monday, no? Make sure you deal with these things, issues of, abuse or nobody is drinking, nobody is saying, but guess what? A lot of times people don't know. Say, I'm the ladies who's when plus money. That's sick and hurt and that needs help. Pornography, fornication, adultery, all these things. Try to deal with them. Try to deal with them. Ou pa kon wap fin fon bagay pi etan ke yon moun ki nan leadership pou pa et l'eglise nan ou pral chante ou yon pral nan worship epi sa ta mette tout sorte fè ou devon.
Yeah.
Depi la ou bez batay nan lwa jan. Paske ou fèl vre. Ou fèl vre. So se pa mentil ba ou. Se sofre li pa ki t'obliye paske li vle kampe adorasyon. Et souvent, l'adoration part avec bon Dieu. It's impossible to live somebody else. So you have to deal with these things. C'est ça que je me dis, faut ou gen yon moun ou ka pale. Avec. Sincèrement, ouvertement. You gotta have an accountability partner. And if it's not everybody, it's at least your leader. If it's not your leader, at least someone within the worship team. No. Listen, you're not going to go to somebody that can't help you. You hear me? Not everybody can help you. Not everybody can give you good sound or even that can put you in your place. You don't want friends qui just stand with you. Non, c'est pour y do, pour y ça pas bon pour parce que l'offre là tout baguette ça yo. Si c'est famille, si c'est madame, si c'est mari, ou je veux un monde qui est capable de parce que, so let me go back a little bit. You know why it's so hard for us? You all know who Lucifer is, right? You guys know who Satan is? Yeah, you better know who he is. We all know who he is. Vous connaissez les bons dieux qui créent la terre, le monde, tout de suite, ok? Lucifer, nous connaissons ça qui peut être hérité. Right hand of God. Quand qui ça était responsable? L'ange de lumière, mais c'est lui qui était responsable adoration louange. Qui veut dire c'est lui-même qui était maître département musique dans le ciel là. Sur les gens qui ont envie de entendre bagage, c'est lui-même qui veut mettre bagage en ordre. Musique, c'est lui. Chanter, c'est lui. Et puis, bon, il faut côté livre, il dit quel. Pour tout le monde, ça a gagné que ma lead. Besoin. Bon Dieu, parce que c'est lui-même seulement. Bon Dieu, mais moi-même, tout. Bah, coup d'état. Bah, il terrible dans celle-là. Hein? Voilà. On va demander, pas de orgueil dans le ciel. That's another topic. So then what ended up happening? Bon Dieu dit, pas qu'un bagaille comme ça, ici, là, c'est me and me alone. On a dit, ma chasso, à tout pouvoir, les musiciens est là, n'a pas monde qui joue plus persécution dans l'église. Musiciens est là, yo. What do you think runs this world the most? Music. Right? Ou dans le restaurant, musique. Ou dans le téléphone, ou dans le docteur, musique. Ou dans l'élévateur, musique. Ou dans le store, ou acheter, musique. Parce que c'est bagage ça pour aller with subliminal messages. True or false? Everything you know and have that's popular is music because he runs this. And then dans l'église, toute musique dehors, entrée, musique. And so when you are trying to be a Judah, to stand in the front of the armies of Christ to win the war, they're going to get you first. They used to do that. Pour yon gagner une bataille, yon met Judas devant avec tout musicien. Devant toute armée des âmes, c'est yon qu'on. You see that? That's how important you are, especially your musicians. They get persecuted a lot. Why? Because he's like, dude, I can work through you. If I can get you to start infiltrating the world things in your music, and I can get you to lose your mind, and now you want to play in the world. Si I'm going to say from you, that's all I need. So c'est ça qui fait wap toujours gen, wap ouais, c'est ou gen plus problème dans l'église là. Si pasteur a parlé, a dit les avocats, il fait commencer sous les dames ou les frères, la peine d'autres sous Christine quand même. À tout petit tien. Vous réalisez ça? I ain't trying to knock the pastors because I'm a pastor, right? But you will find that every time there's some conversation that didn't start with praise team is going to end with praise team and musicians. Ou bien la jeunesse. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, he so considered like professional musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like,
My pet peeve. What do I think about a professional musician? I definitely feel that a gift that you get from God is from God. That gift, you pas l'école même yon grand journal sous ba yo faire pour yo lire, yo pas lire parce que pas l'école pour lire. Mais yo je bien passé. Passer au moins dans l'école. Ça c'est yon. So a professional musician is a beautiful thing. Having said that, my belief is, and my guest plan for this on Facebook, my belief is you should not play as a gift with a gift that the Lord gave you. Hold on, with that thought. If that is your sole means of income, si c'est de ça ou vivre, amen? Si c'est de ça ou vivre, et ou joignent l'église que ou appartient à elle, ou recevoir instruction, or recevoir teaching, but you're on payroll, that's a beautiful thing. Because you are working with what you have. Does that make sense? So if you live off of this, bon, je parle à travail for the man, mais ou sont bons musiciens ou professionnels, et puis pour l'église qui hire, et puis ou travail, mais on pas enseignement, on pas leadership, et pour pas faire, ou pas marcher à faire pour comme non, mais ou vivre de ça. That's a beautiful thing. Et pendant qu'on fait, bon, l'église qui est là, qui tout le temps, on va regarder, et puis au bon fond, puis on va vivre de ça. As opposed to, flip the coin, on n'a pas joué sans le monde à beaucoup. Ou bien pris ou, n'importe qui t'a demandé, venez dans l'église, même pris. Ou bien si tu m'as venu pour me faire, il va pour la gloire de Dieu, non, quand même après service, I'm going to linger around the church parce que maintenant, je offre. So, moun sa konya, li utilize yon gift, yon talent bon Dieu ba li, pour le faire comme. That's a different story. That's a different story. I can play at your church and that's not enough. This is my price. I might get knocked by that, but that's my belief. Any musician, you can disagree with me, but this is my belief. I do not like and agree with someone that has gigs in this church and that church and that church and that church and that church. Right? That's me. Mm-hmm. Ah! Non, là, mon problème. You cannot be sweet and salty at the same time. However, they have sweet and salty food. They're pretty yummy. No, it's not right. And I'm not saying they can't play at another church, but they ain't playing at my church. Or if they have played at my church, I didn't know that was the case. Shame on them. But if I have you come back and I know that's your lifestyle, shame on me. C'est pas connaît. So, wap jouer pas connaît. Mais si qu'on y a maintenant vinn connaît puis quitte au vivre là dans wap faire qu'on y a son problème. Comment ça m'a dit là? Thank God for grace, but His grace is sufficient for those who are doing right. You see what I'm saying? So, no, I don't agree with that. It shouldn't be happening. And if you know that it's happening in your church, you need to sit down with that person, parler avec you, and tell them your bon choix. S'ouvre le de la non pas venir après voir venir adorer, c'est ou gâter adoration ou camper. Il va un musicien seulement. Président, il était dans le bal hier soir, et puis qu'on y a dit, la parole de la bouche. How are you going to lead? So what's going on with the group of, so already you can't bring, like what, that whole thing is a mess. It takes one person to mess up a whole service. Yeah?
Yep.
Now, in regards
I was that.
in regards to the payment, do you foresee musician IBC that is because financially and structurally we're not organized with that? You decide to get research and review this out on the music as their career. I kind of struggle with that, and I think about it.
Yeah. Because ou gen men talent, ou an nan l'église nan pa ka fanyen pou bagay, and you could be struggling, ou te ka fel as a life, as a living, but ou pa kapab, et puis l'autre gars non partner, man, the money he makes in one Sunday is ridiculous. So now, you're gonna be wanting to come out and go to another church. Te gwen epok nan l'église pa mwen, musicien yo, le peu que nous payons chaque dimanche. They always, every Sunday. They're not on payroll, but every Sunday. Mais l'église a une crise économique pour pas faire, même genre, right? So it's going to be tough to find a loyal. You will find a loyal musician that will stay, but a lot of times you will find one that starts to pick up gigs. And I can't judge that because that person n'est pas fait for lucrative. That you're pas fait pour corps. They are trying to survive. At which one I also say, why don't you get a job? Get a job. Get each one like this. See your goal one day right now. That's just me. I can't put a price on Christ, man. I can't put a price on having the talent. I can't put a price. You just can't do that. But when Zilan comme vous dit, si c'est du temps on bâtit their leadership, on prend l'évangile, on balaye, et puis that's beautiful. Ça qui arrive in the Haitian culture, there is no structure, there is no administration, there is no this, no that. Et même quand you tag comme là, they don't appreciate it. There's no appreciation, and you're pas connaît, à comme un pasteur, à pasteur. Là? Ou bien mon l'église qui struggle, c'est pas que yo pas vle ba, yo compte qui ça pour yo faire, mais yo pas gen moyen pour faire. Pourquoi c'est comme ça? Voilà, c'est pas qu'on est, nous pas connaître, nous t'a remis bon belle offrande, mais nous pas gagner ni, nous t'a mettre dans payroll, mais nous pas gagner ni. Mais dans l'église américaine, ou gen des docteurs, ou gen ingénieurs, ou gen single old boy, and these people are giving some good money. So $700 for you on a Sunday morning service is nothing, chump change. Meanwhile, you're not just getting the money, the pastor's getting it, the administrative, this is getting it, tout le monde getting it. You comprends? Mais on vient dans l'église côté on parle de mon grand nurse dans l'assemblée et puis tout le monde grand monde yo soudé work on ban si monde avec jeune côté pas jeune comme pour ban musicien c'est pas que pas vle non mais pas gain moyen bill lumière nous pas payer nous les 2 mois donc I mean que bon c'est pas que pas so that's where it's thinking so that person if you want to live off of that alone I get it but as long as parce que son service fait que rentable. Ce qu'on a qu'à prendre mal ou changer pour faire penser ou pas qu'à dans l'église qui pas payer. Ou capable elle prend job qui ça encore de bien, on pas d'aller à l'école. I'm just saying. If you're doing something and it's not helping you live, then move out and do something else. This is just realistically. Right? You know? I went to school for this, but I can't find a job for this. Am I going to sit here and starve and blame my profession? No, I'm going to go look for something else. If I win, they're like, well, I'm cold and I'm yawning. Okay. His tips. So does that answer your question?
You already answered all my questions.
Oh. let me give you tips. So, leur chanter, okay? N'importe la partie répétition afterwards. And the fact that now we don't have the 3 to 5 o'clock, that's why I'm like, is there anyone at all coming?
As far as
The church. That's fine. That's okay. You were going to say something.
Lunch, you have a time that you want, so I can.
You let me know.
Let me look at this. I can finish this whole thing and then have lunch.
Okay.
I can do it really quickly. This is not a lot. Can we do that? But before you guys have the lunch, just before you have the lunch, I want to hear everybody's voice with music. I want to hear you sing. Don't you want to hear me sing?
Yes.
But I'm not going to sing for you. I'm just glad I'm pulling your leg, Marsha. You feel me? I'm taking her home. She kind of reminds me, I never knew you as a kid, but for some reason I sense you in her. We're not going to go there. Not yet. So, clearly, nous get battery. So, when nous se côté, nous get Congo, se côté, I'm at home here. I'm at home. Because he knows who I am, so he ain't going to bring me here. Okay? I'm not going to go crazy. But, young one, so, nous parlons de aspect spirituel là. Nous parlons de aspect fellowship. Aspect faut que nous vivons ensemble en tant que famille. Nous parlons de aspect pour nous venir l'église, pour nous dans la parole, pour nous dans la prière. Ceci, let nous even aspect when we start, because you're going to build tomorrow's service. Not me. You're going to build it. I'm going to build it with you for tomorrow's service. C'est moi qui vais diriger le demain, mais c'est vous qui allez build service là. Vous entendez? Nous parlons de tout ça. Et nous même dans la famille, bagage, on n'a plus côté là. But now, l'important, we're getting into more technical stuff. Là que ou devant, ou chanter devant monde, how do you look? What do you do? Est-ce que quelqu'un là qui j'aime look in the mirror la caillou? Est-ce que quelqu'un qui j'aime la caillou, il a chanté puis il a regardé dans la glace? I can imagine you guys are doing it. Vous l'avez fait? I would suggest you do it. Here's some tips to platform performance. I call it performance, but this is for any one period. I have amongst other degrees, my minor is in theater. I have a minor in theater. So I used to do lots of plays and musicals. I used to do all that stuff. Beautiful, great. So I'm into performance that way. So c'est pas seulement pour précis, mais ça c'est tips que yo buy pour n'importe qui on stage, soit Broadway, television, whatever it is. You got a question? Can you read it for me? Yes, you can. Give me 1 second. I love it. I want you to read it loud. Okay? Pronunciation is key. Is that a Nyack College pen? Oh no, it's a Tabernacle pen. In Florida? 305. Sure is. That's what's up. I just looked at Tabernacle. Tabernacle cooking. Leve piano. C'est tout le monde qui leve piano. Même nous, leve piano. Okay. So my first tip is this. Read it for me, Sassy.
Look in the mirror and watch what you look like.
Mm.
Jump, clap, bow, dance, raise your hands, be
Engaging.
engaging. If something appears awkward, adjust it to make sure you are communicating what you want to communicate.
Ça veut dire, Lola Caillou, prends chant. On va chanter dimanche là, chantez. Chantez devant classe. Chantez pour moi après. Parce que il y a des gens qui vont réaliser comment tout le monde a regardé aussi au cap libre. Enfin pour nous connecter à mon Dieu, ça va pour connecter. C'est si you don't know to clap weird. Ou bien si il y a des gens même les bas là bon c'est rien ou pas comme ça. I forget I have kids. I have to keep remembering I'm censoring. Okay. Mais nous allons continuer. Voilà ou pas comme ça, c'est mon cap tout ça. Et ceci l'on fait toi ou pas qu'à stapler. Comment avec nous? You have to do it up. Parce que get chunky, you know. It has to be sincere, but you have to know what you look like. Go what? Faire grimace and all of that. The other thing is be at home and always. But you have to be speaking clearly. Yes? Ou pas qu'à lead worship, ou pas les tout bon yo. Même là, il y a un chant, d'ailleurs, nous disons que de là, il va marcher. On y a là, nous là, nous sommes dans des sortes de gens. En plus, des fois, nous chantons chant yo, parce que les parents tellement, nous n'a pas pris sens mot yo. But I bet you, si on dimanche matin, ou tellement prononciate your words clear, they're listening to it. Besoin de Jésus, c'est ça qu'on reconnaît. That ain't about dimanche matin. So this is what I wanted to do. The third session, I was going to open it to your church. I opened it, I said, to your church. Et chant pour dimanche matin, c'est pas chant veille de nuit, jeune pour mettre là-dedans. On va chanter chant veille de nuit, dimanche matin. Il va faire sens. D'ailleurs, souvent, je prie en pile pas dimanche matin, vous venez de l'église. C'est un jeune, vous venez là avec service de prière, parce que là, c'est pas fait. Nous pas nous prier 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 prières. Alors, I don't know what you guys do here. Mais ça, c'est pour un jeune. Ça, c'est pour faire de nuit, right? Vous pouvez chanter chant et vous attendez. Look at your mouth. How do you look? Are you smiling when you're singing? Too bad, c'est important, guys. You smile all the time? I don't mean that you're here. Besoin Jésus. Besoin Jésus. No. Besoin Jésus. You know? It's a smile, but it's, you know? But it's like, not too much. Don't overdo it, right? Read the next one to me. Do not let.
Do not let the congregation determine your level of expressions. Sometimes they will not be engaged in worship. As leaders, we always need to be engaged. Show them an example of how to express worship. Most of the time, they simply need to see worship in order to learn how to express on their own.
Parce que pendant que nous venons, c'est là-dessus. Imaginez au capable, si vous devez faire un expériment, mon cap dirigeant, pas dit rien, pas dit mon yo levé, pas dit mon yo rien même, et puis juste nous toutes faisons. Quand même si vous n'avez pas de blé, quand ça va faire lever même, parce que la blague doit lever même. Sans pas qu'on ait la lever même, oui. There are churches though où lever main, ou sauter, ou pomper, ou battre main, ou courir dans toute l'église là, et moyen. At which point maybe someone's gonna have to say, I confess, I am working, I'm sure we are working on that. Mais, you have to know, bien dit salary, sometimes they will not be engaging in worship. Yo pas connait rien ou dit, yo pas connait rien parce que imaginez tout le monde qui chita à l'église là, tout bon bagage dans tête yo, tout bon l'autre bagage. Yo là oui, mais l'esprit a pas monter. They are everywhere. They're not. You have to know that's what's going on. If there could be a bubble on top of everybody's head sitting in the church, you'd be surprised what you're looking at. Pendant mon n'a pas doré, c'est bizarre demain. Oh my God. Si vous ne savez pas comment on va faire, je ne sais même pas comment figure encore. Ça parce que ça fait là, on comprend. Ça même ça que souris là. Si tu veux, on va bien temps pour faire mon dream, pas bien temps non. L'aime saute là quand il y a la quête, oublier du feu, you know. All that stuff is happening. Sorry, I put that together. This was this piece between everyone. Everybody has that. Voilà qu'on y a là, mon vie chita dans service. Et tellement chrétien au fait, le dimanche, they miss out on the experience because they're doing it all the time. You know that? L'autre trop habitué à combattre ou pas prendre sens ou pas apprécier. Ouais, ça me dit là? So imaginons, moun sa yo vini, li casse pas ou même li pas même fond tête li. Voilà, il y a moun qui va même fond tête, on les moun dans premier quoi, ou elle boudé. Malheureusement, c'est comme ça. L'homme comme ça. Mais tout le monde est dealing with something. Et puis, quand on a chita qui tellement vomit matin, qu'on va faire mal, qu'on tête fait mal, il pas senti bien, même vini. Routine là, fait le vini. Donc, on a cette expérience, tant qu'à faire le tourner. Right? So now, what's going on? You're standing here. It is your job to bring all that going on. Et puis, ou on s'en va crier, ou on qui cramou, to bring all that going on to focus on God, but they're going to focus on you first. So sometimes
You have to encourage them, lever main, you know? But you can't force them. Let me read the next one. Be sincere, worship from your heart, give a warm smile from within. I just said that. We are leading people from all different circumstances. I just said that. Hola? So we did that already. Musicians, be sure to stay engaged in worship. Practice ahead of time and memorize your music so you don't have to focus on your instrument the whole time. You like this part? Sing while you play. Let me explain what that means. Gardez le moi non adoration et puis me vire moi un musicien qui adoré. N'après l'homme senti bien adoré. Bon, quel musicien qui tellement connecté en bas présence bon Dieu, il pas senti au cas jouer encore ouais au stade. Juste pour adorer mon Dieu. It is a beautiful thing. You know what that shows? C'est pas simplement jouer. So musicians have to learn to worship. As a musician too, I notice that when I'm in worship, when I'm closer to God. You experience that? Yeah. Et l'orgueil qui boit ça, ou sens connecté. There is something so unique and beautiful about musicians. So it's important for you to know what you're playing. N'importe l'or pi bien jouer comme ça, c'est l'or de musique là, right? Quand on va tout côté, quand on veut ou monter ou descendre, on fait tout ça because you know it. So I encourage musicians qui peut-être qu'on cherche pas connaître stuff que vous make sure vous pratiquez. Or pratiquer pour connaître whatever, because then that makes you more comfortable. Moi-même avec musiciens l'église avec même frères, moins connaître when they tap in. Because musique là, il y a joué même jeu là, mais l'autre onction rentrée où ils jouent, you can hear the difference in the way they're playing. Because they just tapped in. So musicians, not only are you just playing, you have to show you're in it too. C'est nous tout, we have got it. Et pas seulement personne, non? Il y a pas de musiciens tout. I constaté, li prend yon, si mon nan saute la kali a toute une adoration, il a besoin dit seulement la li. Yeah. Mais la plupart des gens qui viennent, it probably takes them the first 15 minutes of your service before they tap in. And before they do, they're more into what you're doing than the worship. Sauf sous ponche à oreille. Yo de la regarder nous, la regarder ça mettait, qui ça son nom, comment nous est-ce que peut-être ça bien payé, est-ce que c'est ce que I'm telling you. And then après tout le temps ça va voir because you get problème pas yo qu'on a bagages le jour, qu'on a yo taper. Sauf sous ponche à oreille, peut-être mettre là taper oh ça yo venu. And now yale. Man, if it's not something that they love, it won't maybe 15 minutes avant yo réussi entrer dans l'adoration. Comme ça? Parce que d'ailleurs, surtout si on entre en d'adoration, il y a couru, il fait venir leur chita, you're not going to connect right away. Là, pour temps. So c'est ça que fait, ou même, ou obligé d'engager, même un monde qui fait entrer dans votre là. I'm telling you, you have to read people. No là? Okay, let me move on because we have to eat. Seeing a musician singing from their heart can help people move around your area, use your space, blah, 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 blah. Okay. These are just scriptures. When you have some chance, look at these scriptures on your own. Okay, the do's and don'ts of worship leaders. Number 1, do what? Make yourself clear. Make yourself clear. Yeah, I'm gonna share both ways with you because, and I'm trying to share because that's also from rehearsal or musician standpoint. Number 1, if it's in a rehearsal, make yourself clear. Plusieurs fois là. Dans une répétition, make yourself clear what you're looking to accomplish dans service. Je vais demander une question. Est-ce que les gens qui prêchent encore pour faire Lucien là, nous déjà connaissons bien un instrument of the Lord, nous connaissons ça. So nous connaissons chant, c'est pas tout, pas besoin tout chant à chanter, il faut l'approprier with an instrument, mais au moins, you know, de chant peut-être, It'll be, so does that normally happen? Nous toujours connaissons ça, nous devons prêcher? Non, ok. Est-ce que nous connaissons from time to time? Because l'idée, là que c'est même thème, non, il y a tant de liens, envoie un message là, qu'on y a là, vous comprenez, c'est là, vous aller. Voilà. Pas que j'aime qu'à tout service là, pour faire, But knowing helps a lot, right? Okay. So when you're at rehearsal, you have to be clear. Qui direction? Where are you going with the service? Right? We'll get into that when we have rehearsals. That's one. Second, when you're in the service, you have to be clear. Excuse me. You have to be clear communicating. I need all the musicians to be able to get to that part because this is so crucial. Moun kap dirige avec musicien. That communication is so crucial. It's more than you know crucial, but I need all the musicians here before I get into that. So the clear is number one, be clear with what you're conveying. And how do you do that? Pronunciate. Be clear in what you're saying. Be clear with the communication with praise team members. Be clear. But be clear in your rehearsals. You have to be clear. Qui côté de bras aller? Est-ce qu'on a commencé service là avec le Père dans un sens adoration? Est-ce qu'on a commencé service là? Be clear with what you want to do. Ceci, ça c'est le monde qui est pour diriger parce que. But let me say this. Nous quand gagnons monde qui va diriger in our rehearsals, your service. Mais pendant la répétition, il y a l'autre monde qui a dit, what do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? What do you think about this one? And you should be able to open up pour recevoir feedback dans tout le monde. Vous comprenez? Il y a le monde parler avec un agenda, mais ça va laisser autant que il va changer. Il va changer. Vous comprenez? But I'm clear about what I'm looking for. Parce que vous même quand vous venez pour faire service, il y a dans la tête toujours les faire. So do that. The second thing is don't keep playing your own songs. Well, that's mainly for churches that if they have their own, okay, I can put it this way. Gen kek moun kap dirije, depi ou va dirije ou konen se chan sa ou va chante. No matter when it is, se chan sa depi ou se chan sa. What's the song that Chrissy loves a lot? Anyway, there's some people that love a specific song. That is always their own song. They will say toujours chanter, toujours à faire. Don't keep doing that. You have to open up to have everyone. Parce que tout le monde qui l'a, c'est toute personne de l'Institut de tout le temps. I'm going to get to that too. There's a part with dynamics later on. It's not up here, it's for me. You have to change the dynamics. Ou pas qu'à diriger un service et pour un chant à chanter, tout le monde pas là dedans. Fini chant. Ou pas pour marquer l'église pour avoir un chant. Mais c'est aussi notre béni là-dedans. Tout le monde pas béni là-dedans. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah? And don't stay the whole service and keep it so monotone. Change it up. Change it up. That's why sometimes it's good. See, I'm going into every part of it. Sometimes it's good, non seulement on gagne chant que on va le faire, mais on va liste chant qui peut-être t'es qu'à entrer tout dans le service là, on the side. Number one, c'est d'expliquer ce qu'on le met. Bon, regardez le côté chayo, the screen, the worship is done, et puis peut-être nous faire 20% là-dedans. Parce que c'est pas la bonne Dieu venait. Gagner preparation, you're preparing, because proper preparation produces perfect performance or proper performance, but PPP, and poor preparation is going to give you poor performance, right? I say ministry, but I'm talking like this term. Qui veut dire que ou obligé qu'on contrôle pas apparaître sans direction. Mais regardez-le, c'est l'explication. Gen moun la, mais ça y représente. Mais côté de l'eau aller. Because we operate under the Holy Spirit. I'm sure you guys do here too. Right? So there are some times where the Holy Spirit, but my thing is, you have to change dynamics. You have to have songs here. You have to this. So, si pas non pour aller pour un chant, gardez le bon Dieu v'lò, ben un chant, même si c'est pour un seul grand monde, you're gonna sing it. You know what I mean? Mais gardez le tout, ou chante ton chant, ou même ou là, ou rebissel encore, you beating that song till it's dead. Let the song go. Move on. Pendant ce temps, moun yo pas avant. Mais ou même, c'est parce que ou là, ou t'as un méchant, rivé, Koto te wè rive nan tête ou c'est l'homme besoin l'église arrive avant. Mais l'église va pas aller. Quittez yo. Anyway. So stop with your own agendas and songs. Provide printed information to the musicians. I'm going to say this again. What we do, and the reasons for not really being able to do it right now is rehearsing. But le nou fini, avant répétition nou gen chayou. Nan répétition we go through them and stuff. Nou men nou fell in sets. We have one set. I should have bought one to show them what it looks like. I totally forgot to do that. I should have bought one. Do I have it? She sends them to what? Our chats. Do you have one on your phone? Huh? In an email. So how we do it is we have different sets. We have set 1, set 2, set 3. Set 4. Et puis, nous mettons dans chaque set, capable de 2-3 chants. Et puis, tout chant are going to be to the same chord. Like, let's say this whole set is in a B minor. All 3 songs are going to stay in B minor. And it's going to stay that way, right? And then he knows. And then the second set is probably an A flat set. All the songs there is going to be A flat, no matter where we go. And we make sure that they all, tout correspond avec l'autre, yo fait sens. Mais on ne peut pas commencer, ça fait l'important pour la communication, surtout la répétition. On peut commencer là, et puis dans l'autre champ, on est viré ou à l'autre côté, musicien, par contre, quand on va aller, number one, ou pas jamais virer pour regarder le musicien. Hein? On est là, on va prendre une praise team là, on va regarder le monde, ou pour compte on va aller. Avant de compte on va aller. Et même l'on fait répétition, oui, ou obligé de regarder. Est-ce que c'est bien ça? Est-ce que c'est bien ça? And even these superstars, they have cues, they know where to go. Everything is rehearsed to the T. Ouais, j'ai un bagalan, j'ai besoin de regarder les musiciens, c'est parce que Jean va répéter là, qu'on s'alate. C'est dans l'église, cet esprit qui apparaît, il dit fait X, fait Y, pas de changer. But then, that's how it is. So, because cet esprit qui a monté descend, ou bien, you gotta look at them. Right? So that's how we do it. And the musicians have a list, and tout le monde qui n'a pas estimé, qui a fait, qui montre si on t'a oublié, qui chante, what chant, and what key. Everybody knows. Every musician gets a sheet, and we have one in front of us, and we don't have this. We do have screens. That's what we need, where we can look at it and stuff, but most of the time they're going to memorize it, or it's there for them in paper. Okay? Don't stick to a tried and tested formula. Qui veut dire que si chaque dimanche nous commençons avec grande de bénédiction, pas arrêter dans grande de bénédiction chaque dimanche. Continue move around. Do different things. Si nous devons commencer tout le temps avec just adoration, well, I can't say that because I don't know if that's your temperature. C'est comme ça nous commençons tout le service avec grande ou bien comment nous commençons le service? Comment ça veut commencer? Oui, but now I'm talking about the worship. Parce que nous toujours commencer en adoration. Nous commencer c'est comme ça nous commencer? Gloire à Dieu notre Dieu. Every Sunday?
After Sunday school is over, and the pastor comes up and he says a few words, sing a song, and then after that.
Oh, he sings a song.
And then they pass it to the worship team.
After he sings a song. So he's singing a song before you guys come sing songs. Okay. So does mine. But we taught him that you ain't the worship team. One song, or he does more than one? And then after that, you guys come in. Okay. But là, nous vivons nous-mêmes. Parce que nous gagnons cette liste pour nous toujours faire, c'est pour nous commencer chaque dimanche dans le même chant, et puis, ou bien nous avons commencé upbeat, et puis so nous avons liberté pour nous changer. I think that's very important, pour nous pas toujours camber comme si, il y a déjà une routine pour nous dans l'église. Pas vrai? Quand il y a si fait adoration, toujours même
comme si on routine tout, it's gonna be hard, right? I mean, Catholic, you can be you know, that you can't change it, that's what it is.
That's
But
why
I feel like freedom in worship, on si vous comprenez, l'aider à engage mon yo. So si vous habitué à venir avec, quand je devais sont tout le temps, puis on dimanche yo paraît, et puis nous, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's different. Là, mon comme si, what fait sentir qu'ils visitent l'autre l'église. And you ever notice the reason l'autre l'église vous feel alive? Parce que il pas même, c'est pas même l'église ou non, mais comme si nous avons vu une expérience avec l'autre bagage. So try to give your audience, your congregation, a different experience.
You know what I mean? Mais
Que ça ou même qu'on fait identité pas mais you change it up. Si chaque jour même nakali c'est seul du pour la poire rouge chicken moi malé you know mal mais il y a des jours faut un petit poisson on ça tout petit mais il y a des autres haïtiens bouilli vide mais faut me faire un petit steak avec un petit potatoes nous gars hein mais bon le gars venir jouer pasta avec shrimp. Moi, quand je fais mes haïtiens, même pas là tout le temps, haïtien, dit, boui. Huh? Of course, he may not tell you nothing, but he tried, and before you come home, you better believe he passed by KFC or Popeyes. Someone went somewhere. Et si pas, si maman pourrait tout. Choose the correct key. Ça à soi pas contre faire plus à Pita si l'autre membre de l'église parce que étant que précime nous fait répétition so nous déjà choisi qui veut dire que là nous fait répétition the key that you have est-ce qu'on est en noté no they have to everyone has to ceux-ci vont commencer à chanter c'est lit pour boire qui Why can't just monter le micro et bla bla non répéter lit contre qui he has to lead you. Sometimes you're going to forget, but that's why you ain't a keyboard. But he's not going to forget because he just has to press the key.
Yeah, that's why he has the keyboard.
Keyboard. You have to choose the correct key, and you have to come. I understand sometimes you might come and you forget the key, but that's okay. But you can't start before the musician because he knows where you were. Now, il y a des musiciens, ils jouent mal aujourd'hui, demain si vous oubliez le mot qui. C'est ça que you have to write it. Parce que les musiciens, la musique que fait répétition avec, notre là, il y a no matter what happens the whole day, demain, les tourner, ils connaissent exactement côté de notre. Mais les musiciens, je dis, bon, et flat de matin, leur vidéo, dans e-sharp, vous êtes une net.
Yep.
And all the worship teams wondering, why is this so high? Yeah, because he gave you another key today. It's not what we rehearsed in. Vous voyez tout figure. On le bagaille encore. Et ça fait nous regarder dans le miroir. Toute expression qui est pour le sortir, ni dans voix, ni dans figure. Même si ta grand-mère sort, a fait pour tout le monde à faire. Don't do that. You hear me? They're reading you. You va bien connaître mes sorts. Après, on a parlé de ça. Hein? Ou bien figure, you know, you guys are giving each other. Oh, Lord. Stop. Like, I can read. Yes? Ça, c'est mon bagage for one day, guys. But anyway. Et puis, pas compliquer les choses. Quittez bagage simple. Pas besoin de faire comme bagage. Nous pas shalom, nous pas tabernacle. We're not. We're us. Pas compliquer bagage. Don't do more than you can do. Just because you saw it done this way, now you want to repeat tout sortes de way. You don't compliquer bagage. We said. Pas compliqué. Don't overcomplicate things. Learn basic musical theory. Sometimes the musicians in rehearsal, you have to teach your team some musical theories. What does it mean to modulate? Just because c'est pour choral qui chante, ça ne veut pas dire pas qu'à moduler. Regardez le lèvre chante, c'est ça qu'il faut besoin de communiquer. Regardez le lèvre chante. On nous dit, nous pas de écrire notes or keys or anything, right? Et puis pendant que commencer à chanter, commencer dans le musicien, Marie, for instance, will be my brothers. Et puis pendant que je chantais comme ça, je réalisais tout l'autre, tout le monde a regardé. Quand on tout fliqué, tout le monde a regardé, et puis quoi, regardé l'autre, it's too low. Gagne même fois comme ça. C'est low. Tout le monde monde a regardé, tout le monde a regardé, puis on vient regarder les musiciens. You know? When you get comfortable with your church, that's a different story. I'm very comfortable in my church. And, well, but you start to learn, even if you're comfortable, still keep your protocol. One, keep your protocol. One, something, mais, si moi l'homme qui a juste gardé le faire comme ça, but you're still singing. But now he knows that we're just gonna bring it up a key. Pendant le frère, we're gonna bring it up a key. But bring it up a key dans soif là. Si nous professionnels c'est nous, plus ou répéter, plus ou prendre l'autre, on seul regard ou prendre ça le temps. Of course, parce que c'est au cap maintenant. Yeah. Gen moun qui pas kon, est-ce que nous gagnons, nous va faire ça dans la répétition, est-ce que nous gagnons un signe que nous utilisons entre nous là? Not yet, and yes. Côté lié là. Nous poco. Okay. Because ça doit faire, n'a pas musique là pour nous dire, m'tare morale. No, you have to have signs that you know, right? What does this mean? Not you. There's universal signs que tout le monde utilise, and then there's signs maybe c'est nous entre nous-mêmes qu'on connaît, right? Get a sign universal, j'aime dire, mais get a. So this universal, it means what? Some people will do this, but this is from the top. What does from the top mean? Yeah. Commencement chant. Vous comprenez? Recommencer chant from the top. What does this mean? No? I know, right? Well, you don't know it either. Keep it going. Go to the next. Right? So if you're singing something, if you do this, obviously, what does this mean? You're repeating what you're going. Now, if I want to go back to the top, I'm going to go this. Sometimes if I want to keep going, keep it going, go this, keep it going. I know you might think it means go back, but musician terms, it means keep it going, right?
Okay,
to the next verse. Take me to the next verse. Take me to the next verse. We're moving on. We're moving on. Because sometimes, pour nous joindre l'assemblée, nous avons refrain. Il faut que nous refrain. Qu'est-ce là? Quand il y a une senti, ok, quand on a recommencé encore, on va faire ça. On commence. Après, on commence à faire. Quand il y a un bon, puis comprendre ça qu'a fait là. Quand il y a là, le final refrain, ou t'as pensé pour recommencer, mais on continue, non, on va aller. On a la deuxième, on a aller. Si on fait ça. No, we're ending. The song is ending. Now quiet down. If I do this to a musician, that means I'm about to end the song. Yeah? Yeah.
There's another sign we use.
What do? That's what I'm saying. There's universal, and then there's what you do. What do you do?
From the back, like this.
Oh, they just do it like this?
Yeah.
Okay, they're still closing their hand. Oh, okay. From the side, from the back to the front. Whenever you see this, we're ending. What about this? Not you. This is a break. What does a break mean, musicians? A break is when vous parlez maintenant de l'assemblée. Vous parlez maintenant quelle musique. There's a break. There's nothing else going on. You just want to hear singing, no music, and just the drums. You look at your musician and you say, I want a break. Every musician stops playing except for the drummer. And sometimes if you don't want the drummer, you can say, everybody break. That means he knows we don't need his break. We just want to hear music. Yeah? Sometimes I do break and I do this, no praise team. You déjà connais, move away from the mic. You could sing, but don't be in the mic because I just want to hear them. You got it? And then The musician already knows there's gonna come a time they have to swell up. You know swell up, right? So my musicians know.
Right before the chorus.
Right before the chorus comes back, or wherever. Sometimes we're coming back wherever the Spirit leads us, right? But they know that sometimes when you do this, or when you do swell up, this is swell up. See, that's why I need musicians for that, for this. This is swelling up, you want them to swell up. Sometimes when I do this, huh? Well, she said shimmy, but they know they gotta keep me there. I want it more. That means I want cymbals, I want hi-hat from musicians. I told you that's technical terms. I need musicians there. And then when I want everybody to come back, everybody's coming back. Come on, musicians, get back. Praise team, get back on the mic. Everybody come back. You see? So you have to be able to communicate. It's important that you communicate. Vous comprenez? Parce que nous capables de faire répétition, et puis répétition est belle. Nous faisons 11 services, et puis ça de faire répétition, c'est pas ça, non? Rive dimanche matin. Gardez-la nous tellement d'emblée, adoration, full de répétition, et puis dimanche matin, on va demander, wait. And it's not you, because now you don't have just you. You have everybody's problems and situations. You have this, you have that. Peut-être, bon, bagay qui pas marché, bico a pas bon, ça pas le travail, tout le monde déconcentré. Mais là, t'es là dans cette répétition, et nous seulement nous t'es ensemble. Vous, ben là, bon, et puis après, nous prenons bon petit peu de pesée du riz. Nous mangeons ensemble. Nous allons manger tout? Dans la répétition, yo? Après répétition? Non? Moi, fini, but the lunch is not here yet, though. I'm going to need you to get on. Okay. Choose the correct key. I did that one. Expect the band to second guess. Don't expect the band to second guess what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. You have to communicate avec them now. And I'm saying this is all worship leaders. I'm not just, you all have to be able to learn to be worship leaders. Okay. Think outside the box. Don't take the musicians for granted. Is that it? Don't take the musicians for granted. Okay. Is the keyboard on?
I don't know.
Let's see. I want to hear you guys. Do I have a pocket?
Where is the engineer?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you guys are ready to go. Est-ce que là nous fait répétition? How do you guys, we're going to get to the rehearsal part. How do you guys rehearse? Là nous commencer, comment nous fait ça? Nous warm up? Let me hear them tell me for a minute. Sit down, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me hear them respond to me. So nous parlons, nous prier, et puis après ça nous commencer. Et puis il y a un des chants qui pas faire.
Make sure that the songs match.
Yeah. That's so key. Almost with no shine, it has nothing to do with the other one. You have to know what you're doing, right? Okay. Mais le nous vient sortir from everywhere out, nous toujours tout bouquet, nous pas do any vocal, anything. Yeah. So sometimes when you've been doing it so much, you jump into it and whatever. But I would suggest, pas suggérer que nous fait quelques vocal warm-ups. Let me give you a couple. Mi me ma mo mu, mi me ma mo mu. Mommy made me my M&Ms. That's like yeah. Yes, that works. You can play. That's all I needed to hear. You can play.
My brother-in-law.
Yes. Where's your wife? I need a man.
Play one. All I need to hear is
Play one.
is that that a drummer?
The bathroom.
He is actually a substitute.
You move, okay. Okay. Start me off a C.
Oh, sorry.
That's too low. That's too high on me. Yeah, start me at a G. B. That sounds good. So let's try this one. But when you rehearse, you're sitting straight. So here's the other thing. Your posture is everything, right? I just want to hear your voices. Your posture is everything. That means your feet's flat and forward and you're sitting up straight, obviously. So this is gonna help you. Obviously, don't be me. You do that. Me, me, ma, mo. Just a couple. Me, me, ma, mo, mo. Me, me, ma, mo, mo. So, mbale we me, me, ma, mo, mo. Me, me, ma, mo, mo. The uglier you look, the better you sound. I don't say scare your congregation, but I do say that su option me me ma mo mo. See the difference? Me me ma mo mo. Me me ma mo. Let me ask a question. When you do have the kids that are in singing, how many adults are singing?
So we just started plugging them in. I was plugging one at a time.
Okay.
Just
Because you have enough, but you don't need to plug them unless you have a Sunday where they're doing it.
that's what we're trying to do.
It's gonna be hard to hear an adult voice. It's not their fault, they're kids. So si gen yon sound ke wap chershe, m sou mette ti moun li pa blende adulte. You know that? But to groom them, you can groom them where they're only singing and maybe one adult on one Sunday.
That's what we're trying to do.
But I wouldn't mix them with the older. It sounds very different. Go bagay wap vle tande. Let me do an easy song. We want to sing, yeah. And so that they can decide, you're gonna hear from them. We want to sing, yeah. No matter how much they want to sound adult, they can't.
That's true.
Okay, so there's something you're looking for. You can't really mix them all the time. Okay, so me me ma mo mo, me me ma mo mo. Oh, me me ma mo mo, me me ma mo mo, me me ma mo mo, me me ma mo mo. Give them I could bring you up, but so you will do the whole full because Majid you ended up, yeah. I didn't end it up there, but still. There's a G sharp. So I was kind of close to there. Okay, that's one. Huh? What he's doing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's also a curse because I can't deal when someone's off. Anyway, that's one. And you all know fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. So I'm doing half steps there. I'm not doing a whole. Okay? So fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. He just did his head like this. Every musician has no choice but to kind of do this. I know you're a musician, just for that. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Bye bye, if they have the ear. Okay, let's go back down. Fa, ka, fa la 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 la. So play it, but don't give them the next. I want to know if they're gonna go exactly there. 1, 2, fa la 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 la. No. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. La.
them, but when they're gonna switch, I wanna hear if they know where to go. Yeah, okay? That's another one, so you know me, me, ma, mumu, you know, fa, la, 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 la. What else? How do you do it? Millennials.
Mommy, that's my M&M's.
Mommy maybe mash my M&Ms. It's like a theater thing. They make you do it too.
Oh, because.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. That's like trying to get your mouth. Yes, yes. You see why? You have them at their own rehearsals. So I would suggest when you're rehearsing, it's for them, you keep them coming that one rehearsal. And they do that one service. That's just my suggestion. And then you guys build on your own. Et puis le yo gain, le yo rive parce que they have to work to something. You're not having a tout bagay. Then you're not working. Where's the privilege? Le yo rive nan certain âge yo konnen konya la yo having full off. You see what I mean? Well, entraîner, which is a beautiful thing, but they can't quite be the praise team yet. Par contre, ça pasteur dit ouais, non, that's a suggestion went by. That's a suggestion. Okay? So that's that. Now let me hear, who's the sopranos? Lucy, Danny, I'm not no. But the food is here, right? Okay. So this is gonna be 2 seconds. You're not gonna be doing too much. Come here. Come to me, lady. Huh? What that mean? You're not saying yes, you are. She said, we're not singers, yes you are. So there's the whole, I have a passion, I'm a singer, son chanteur, so il fait ça sous moi praise team, right? And then there's the whole, moi pas précisément une belle voix, but I have the anointing and I can sing. So now, plus ton wap fait dans répétition en bagaille, c'est un instrument, you're exercising it until, so which means you guys as musicians have to make them do, I'm going to leave that in your hands. C'est nous-mêmes qui faire the vocal thing and make them do it. Warm-ups, stuff. And make them as sopranos hit the highest where they cannot go anymore. So it's like you're training for a marathon. So, ou pas commencer at 15 miles or 8K. You start with 1. Depuis demain, si je veux même si c'est 1, ou t'es qu'on fait, il faut faire tout. Stretch jusqu'à ce que qu'on est là même capable. And the other thing is, I don't have time for too much vocal coaching. We're gonna come back with vocal coaching and then rehearsal, right? What is your name? Comment est les frères? Stafford? Il dit Stafford, oui. C'est Stafford ou bien Stafford? That's what he said, Stafford, oui. Nice to meet you. C'est musicien tout qui est? Non. C'est pas mon qui. Okay. Hello. And it's all about breathing. You know when you sing, you don't sit from your throat. C'est ça qui fait bien pour moun qui a perdu voix parce que yo utilise gorge pour chanter. Hold on. Ou pas qu'à utiliser gorge? Yeah. Yes. Parce que c'est le ventre. Oh, I forgot. There's I'll teach you guys this. There's breathing techniques. So when we come back, I will show you breathing techniques. I will show you how to sing from your diaphragm and not from here. And then pile moun pense, pi ou ap monte note, c'est plus souffert comme ça. Do you know when you do that what happens to your cords? No, your cords does this. But when you're like this, your cords open. So sometimes when I sing, if I want to hit a high note, you'll notice I do this. And you're thinking that I'm gonna go low. No. I'm giving my vocal cords enough space to open up so it can come out, and I'm singing from here. Singing from your diaphragm, it's a lot of practice. Comment faire? Okay, your breathing exercise. So let me just give you a little bit. My tummy. Okay, I'm gonna expose my tummy. Help me. So I tell them to take a deep breath in and breathe out. A deep breath in. And now you're gonna breathe out for 10 seconds. Ou pas mettez tout breath là ensemble, right? So you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I never breathe in. That's gonna help you hold it in. And then the other thing is, watch what happens to my stomach. When I breathe in, what happens?
When you breathe in,
I breathe out. La, la, la. It's going in when I'm singing, and when I'm breathing, it's going out, right? And the other thing you keep your shoulders down with it. So then you learn to breathe while you're singing. You don't know I'm breathing. I'm breathing here. I'm not breathing here. That's technique that you have to learn. But you learn to breathe over here and not in here, but your voice is going, that's a lot of techniques. And she's like, I'm done with that. Give me my. It's not magic, it's learning. So, you become more singers. C'est là ou pas qu'on chante, ou pas gen désir, ou pas gen passion, et pour nan presti. C'est là ça un problème avec. Mais si c'est passion, gen désir, ou gen onction, mais pas tellement, ou pas aussi but you're working it, you had rehearsal, yes, you're a singer. Yes.
amen.
You're a singer. Ok. Qui chante tout le monde connaît? Bon, mon chant nous habitués à chanter là, en pile. I know you guys are uncomfortable, you're not letting me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Recently, Bob Tasha.
Huh?
Recently, Bob Tasha.
Ma'am Shasha. Okay, but one, just you. 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. And then no. Ou san le bay Patrick Love you bay la. Patrick san le mayon.
Patrick falling in love with you.
Allez, non. When something, Stop. Can you bring it up 3 octaves?
3 actors?
3, bring it up 3 keys.
3 keys.
Ma'am Shasha. But one loud. So, no, I have to see you up there. Ka. Breathe. Breathe. Stop. You know how it's going to make you go? I know you're nervous. I put you on spot. I did that on purpose. Plus ou breathe. Avant de commencer, you hit it. So I suppose, plus que avant, moi senti, non, moi, ou pas pour vous. But, moi senti, moi soir, moi besoin, breathe. Moi besoin, même moi. God. Give me the bridge. Boom. Ma crié encore, ma crié pas. Les bois, qu'est-ce Okay, that's all I needed to hear. You
are sopranos. And you're nervous, but there you go. You did. And why are you listening? Bon, après, je vais me chercher. Toi, ma. You let me in, let me in, let me in. What is I gotta do? Look at me, look at me. Same way I'm gonna feel like. Toi, ma chérie. Uh-huh. Now go up. Mueve suave, please stay up. Uh-huh. Mueve. Uh-huh. Suave. Mueve suave. She's an alto. She's a natural alto.
Okay, bye.
Mueve suave. Huh? Mueve. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, harmonize her. So stop. So you can't harmonize. You can, no, you can't harmonize, but you can do it. But you're an alto. So she's a natural alto, so you guys have to train her alto.
Okay,
You get it? Yeah?
okay.
Okay. Ali, 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 ali. You did it! I don't want the food to get cold. But because I know you all like, but I wanted her to call me. Come, quick. We need to, avec Iveta, avec tout, love. Bon, m'a cherché, nous souvano, je vais souvano. Qui ça nous est? I'm gonna find out. Give it to me again. Ka, m'a cherché. Let me in, let me in. Ka, m'a cherché. Moi besoin, moi besoin. Moi besoin, plus que. Moins ça, non, moins soif. Moins besoin. Moins besoin. Dans le niveau. Moins besoin. Mais moins, mais. She has a beautiful voice. Yes. Who can harmonize? Qu'est-ce qui fait alto but not like that? Let me try. Fais alto. Fais alto. Pas moi. Pas m'entendre. Fais harmonie avec. Okay, close, close. That means all your altos need training. That means when you have rehearsal, you have to give them what to do. Now, the cafe alto, Iveta, yes. Iveta cafe alto, not so much love now, because she's soprano. No, she's soprano. She's perfect, but she has an ear for alto. C'est pas tout le monde qui fait soprano qui can harmonize. No, you have to be able to harmonize. But let me hear, thank you. Her? She can go higher. I didn't make her go higher. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see why you should.
That's a princess, right?
Now
harmonize, be soprano. So, mais moi, Seigneur, you, you, it's okay, but you have to train them. That's fine. No, you know how to harmonize. Yeah. So she has to train, Fallon and, yeah, train her. Because if you have gain, but a little bit more training. Go ahead, yeah.
Steer her more towards alto.
No, she can do soprano, but when you're looking for an alto,
We can use it. Okay.
yeah. Yeah? No, you have to sit down. Do you guys know this song? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and Marcel. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see why you guys have them with you. Keyboard, même one.
Nice.
I see why they have been singing with the older people. Right here. 1, 2, 2, Machasio, go and Machas. Stop. You can't harmonize yet. Do you know how to harmonize? You probably do. I think you know how to harmonize. Okay, do hold my hand. That's because you're nervous. Give me. Okay. We fall. Okay, that's good. So she can. She's sweaty. It's okay, Mama. Come here.
Her tone is.
You have an absolutely beautiful voice. I'd love to be a fly on the wall when you're at home.
Oh, she sings all
No, she has an absolutely beautiful voice, and you have the most. She gives me her voice. Yeah. So on the line, you want to put people to either support each other and stuff. You can't. Yes. And for now, I would maybe not put too many altos. So if you have 5 people on the line, make the majority of them sopranos. Maybe you have 2 altos, but one of your altos will always be Dina. I'm sorry.
It has to be right now because of the harmony.
Okay. But I know you can do soprano, but you're gonna have to always be an alto. So what happens is she will always train their ear.
Okay.
So a little bit, she has to be on the line. So là toujours, si c'est Fafa qui cap fait alto, joue ça, on nous dit, Dina faut le faire la même. So si c'est une pièce encore qui n'a alto, on peut dire. Si c'est une qui fait alto, joue ça, Dina has to be there. Yeah. She can be. She can be. Does she know how to lead service?
Which
Mm-hmm.
I had them do one service where each of them get their song, just to, get their feet wet. It was a good feeling.
I'm too able to. Come here, sweetie. I know you're waiting. Come. Come. This is my real height. I'm sure. Madam. Son persécution est toujours bon. Tout le monde toujours bon Jésus-Christ pour nous mettre les voix de nous. Et la terre frette. The floor is cold. Mama, is she sleeping on you? Dodo, can you get the flats in my bag, please? Okay, you're cold, right? Yeah, it is cold.
Let me put it to you.
Oh, you can? No valise, mommy. Merci. Thank you so much. Mam Shasha, and go. Mam Shasha. She's singing the whole thing now too. Keep going. Without someone singing soprano.
Yeah, she's a natural. She's a
Keep going,
natural.
That's fine, do what you're doing. She's a naturally born, so that means any song you sing, she's gonna give you the alto.
Yeah.
Without her knowing.
She's natural.
That's like my daughter.
She's natural.
Vanessa, she gives it, no, not her, this one she's singing. My daughter, the 2-year-old, she's a natural alto. So whatever I'm singing, she harmonizes. By the way, my daughter knows how to harmonize too.
What?
Yeah. They know, yeah. The 5-year-old, she will harmonize any song you give her, she will harmonize it. Off the bat, I know. But you're a natural alto. So she's Dina's second.
Okay.
And I bet if she's confident, she'll do it. 1, 2. Let me take you home.
Nice.
Sing with her. This is your future serious place. No, they're not even future. They're actually now. I'm serious. Go, sit.
I need your confirmation.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. You don't even find this in a regular. I'm getting chillies, goosebumps. This is so good. I felt you when I got here, Moshe. That's how I felt you. No, serious, mom. They're not playing. Believe me, your church is gonna blow up with these kids. Now, you guys, you know what happens? Kids are more like. Simbat la, set la kumbada la kumdewa kumwe kumana rubete. But mkone espanol, you guys like, you know, it's okay. Set la kumbada la kumwe kumana rubete kumana shiti. But when you're gonna sing with me tomorrow and during rehearsal, I'm gonna teach you how to relax. I'm sure you relax. If I say relax, isn't that just because I'm here?
Some of us, but she's not.
I can tell.
But I can tell
Too that when you're in your element,
Yeah.
you're not yourself. Yeah? That's good. Be by herself. And that's an awesome thing. Okay, so that's good. But she has a very angelic voice. Listen, you all belong in praise team. Yeah. You all belong. And Saki Belon, moi je pas connais nous tout café soprano, mais pas quitter un monde fait alto tout autant il pas qu'à kembe soprano même quand il l'autre voix.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So if someone cannot keep their alto, sou e ou bina kon deuxième fois, bil komanse varye, moun sa pa kite la nan alto, pa kite la nan tenor,
Like if they can't keep the soprano. don't
while
take
another
them-
voice is singing.
don't take them-
Do you hear that, Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they can't keep soprano when I add other voices in there, they have no business in being an alto or tenor.
Evan, did you want to hear?
Please? Yeah, sure. If you want to bring it the octave, girl, you're good. Or you want to bring it down, you can do whatever you want to do. Just like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Harmonize it, même moi. Thank you. You guys have more than a lot of churches I know. You know that? You guys have more than a lot of churches. Nous gen plus que un pile. Gebay nou gen la gen l'église qui t'a wish to have. Yes. Yes. You guys have the makings of a wonderful. Your church can blow up just by this worship team alone. I'm serious. If you have a man who's a musician who can play and sing at the same time, you're already way ahead of the game. Vous passez longtemps. That's one. And then you have people Kikenzola and stuff. You guys have leave. I mean, you guys have a great leave to go have lunch with that in mind. That you guys have more than a lot of churches. Is that it? So si nou pa arrive pi loin pou nou sot la kon pi go l'eglise a cause de worship, nou ka vi. Se nou pa vi. Ge l'eglise ka fè worship, yo pa kon JVD nan ni müzik nan. Yo pa gen müzisyen, yo pa kon chante. Hein? Yo pa gen müzisyen, yo pa kon chante, yo pa kon sa fè, epi yo la, yo pi devon, chou yon mwen pase nou tout ista la. But you guys have musicians, you can sing, nou gen volontaire, nou gen passion, nou gen tant gen your replacements. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, so when we come back, I'm going to give certain tips to how to communicate more with musicians. We're going to start rehearsing. And then you're going to ask me anything you want. Amen? Okay, so I will see you guys in the field. Yes, you can go.